we're going to go ahead and find some annihilators. Let's go ahead and do some problems. Okay, so what's our problem that we have to do? Find the annihilator. So find annihilator. Okay, so problem number 1. We have e to the negative 2x, 1 minus 4x cubed sine 5x. Okay, so our formula. So this is the way Dr. Hilbert does it. I just remember this formula, and whenever I see a polynomial, I circle it and I ignore it. Okay, and then I just use the formula on this. So the formula says, what is a here? A is negative 2, and b is 5. So this is d squared minus 2ad, which is what? Plus 4d plus 5 squared plus negative 2 quantity squared, that is what? 29. So that's what annihilates e to the negative 2x sine 5x. And then I look at the polynomial, which is third degree, so this goes to the power of 4. That's what you do in your homework. It's that simple. Okay, let's do another one. Problem number 2. We have 4x squared plus 3e to the 7x. Okay, what are we going to do on this one? Yes. So you actually have two different creatures here, and this right here starts with an S. It's not Superman. It's a sum. Okay, so we are going to use this sum formula, and this is like two problems. What annihilates 4x squared? D cubed. Multiplied by what annihilates 3e to the 7x? D minus 7, done. Okay. Okay. Number 3. Our last one, and then we'll solve a differential equation. X squared sine x minus e to the 3x cosine 2x. Okay. So when you look at this formula that has cosine and sine, which is Robin and Batman, notice each of these formulas, the argument of the sine and the cosine have to be identical. Are they identical here? No. Also, what has to be identical is this e to the ax, e to the ax. And those aren't identical as well. So this right here is what? That's a difference. But I remember when I was in grade school, the teacher said, when you're subtracting numbers, you're really what? Adding numbers. And Dr. Hilbert got really upset that day. Well, that's a sum. No, it's a difference. Okay, so we are going to multiply annihilators together. And now what I want to do is ignore that. What annihilates sine x? D squared? Sorry. What annihilates sine x? Well, sine x, b is what? 1. So it's going to be d squared plus 1. And that's going to be raised to what power? Third power. How does d squared plus 1 annihilate sine x? What's the second derivative of sine? Negative sine plus a sine, annihilation. Okay, Now, that takes care of the first term. The second term, this is a little more complicated. There's not like a polynomial there, but you have a is what value? 3, and b is 2. So now we use that formula which says d squared what? Minus 2ad minus 6d, and then a squared plus b squared is 13. Okay, so that's how you do it. And so in your homework, you get problems like that.